Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making some chocolate chip cookies. These cookies are lovely, they're divine. Just crispy on the outside but gooey on the inside. Can't beat them um, it's a recipe from Nigella Lawson that I got online. I can link the recipe so I can. So I just thought I would do a wee tutorial on how to make them. First you want to set your oven to 150 degrees Celsius or 170 degrees if it's not fan assisted. Then we want to line 2 baking sheets with parchment paper. Here's what you're going to need. 150 grams of butter. I melt this in the microwave. You're going to need 300 grams of chocolate for, the chocolate chips. 2 eggs, one just for the yolk. You're going to need 300 grams of flour. I just use plain flour. 125 grams of light brown sugar. And 100 grams of caster sugar. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate soda. So I stick this butter in the microwave for around 30 seconds, just till it's all melted. So now that that's all melted, I just let it cool down a wee bit before I add it to the sugar. I'm going to show you me putting the sugar in the bowl. Right, I've got my big mixing bowl here. I've let my butter cool down a wee bit. So now I'm going to add the brown sugar into my mixing bowl. I'll set that aside. And I'm going to add my caster sugar into the mixing bowl. I'll maybe just stir that about. Now I'm just going to add the butter in over that. Again, you don't need any fancy stand mixer, just normal hand mixer will work. Mine's is actually broken at the minute, it's stuck on, so I have to sort of use it at the switch. So just sort of mix that until it's, sort of mixed in. I can use a spatula, well, a wooden spatula, to sort of put down the sides. Then I'll give that another wee mix. need to mix it in too much, as long as it's just mixed in together, that's dead on. I get my 2 eggs. I crack 1 full egg in. And 1 egg yolk. So, just the yolk there. Just gonna give my hands a wee wash. Then once I have those eggs in, I'll start mixing again. I just mix this up until it gets, you know, pretty fluffed up. You'll know by the consistency. I know it's a bit tedious, but you want to make sure you have it all mixed in. So that's why I like to use my wooden spatula to sort of scrape down the edges. Now I add my vanilla extract into that. Also mix that in. You can actually add the vanilla extract in with the eggs. I just forgot, but it doesn't really matter. You know, it'll still work out the same way. Again, I just like to keep scraping down the sides. But you'll see in the consistency, it's doubled in size. Now I mix my bicarbonate soda into the flour. You can sort of just mix that in, mix it around. Doesn't really matter too much. Well, in my practices, it doesn't really, you know. I'm trying not to spill too much flour here. can use a sieve to sieve this in. I like to do sort of half the flour and then mix and then do the rest of the flour. Just pour the rest in here. Now you can add your chocolate chips, or in my case I couldn't actually find any chocolate chips in the shop, so I just had to get baking chocolate, so I'm gonna have to smash it up into bits and put it in. So I'm gonna have to do that now. So I've broke up my chocolate into bits. I actually prefer larger chunks, because it makes it, you know, nicer in the cookie. You know, a large chunk of chocolate, gooey chocolate in your cookie. So I'm gonna try open this and see how it goes anyway. I have done this with just one packet of chocolate, with just 150 grams of chocolate, and it still works out okay, but I do prefer more chocolate in it. But if you're on a budget, you know, by no means you have to buy 300 grams of chocolate. Now, the recipe says to fold this in. So I just fold it in with my spatula. And that's basically your chocolate chip cookie dough. You can have a lovely try. It's lovely. So now it's just using an ice cream scoop to scoop them down. Pretty easy, just doesn't Doesn't have to be perfect. Sorry if the angle's not the greatest. You might have to do this in 2 batches. If you do, just put this in the fridge until you're ready to do the next batch. So I'll come back to you when I'm done scooping this on the maligned bacon trays. Now time to put them in the oven for 15 minutes. Remember to set a timer for 15 minutes. Oh, wrong way. And I think they're ready. Oh, the camera steamed up. Yep, so I'm just gonna take these out of the oven. Yeah, so the recipe says 14 cookies, but because I used the small ice cream scoop, I've actually made 32 cookies. And look at the size of them. So, you know, the recipe says to transfer them onto a cooling rack, but I actually don't have a cooling rack at the minute. I'm gonna get one off my bacon site, bacon-bliss.com. But I'm just going to transfer them over to a plate. Look just how gooey in the inside, crisp on the outside. So that's it for the chocolate chip cookies. I hope that was easy enough to follow along. If anyone has any recipe suggestions, I'm welcome to them. Just leave them in the comment box. I'll reply to all the comments. I'm no professional, but I've been baking for quite a few years now, so I'm sure I could whip up something, you know. Thanks for watching. I'd appreciate if you could subscribe or follow to my content. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.